y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am here back on the Young, Famous, and African train. I'm here to talk about episode 6. I finished it 6, 7, and 8, but I'm going to separate episode 6 from 7 and 8 because if you've seen it already, you know how 7 and 8 played out and it's very much connected. So let's get into episode 6. We see Fantana check Diamond. I don't even want to spend much time on Fantana. Fantana is not a serious person. I did enjoy watching her, give him the business. Just let him know, how you talk about me is so unnecessary. It's degrading. Why even be so disgusting in your language when people ask you about me? He could simply say we're friends. You know what I'm saying? But he has to be so disgusting with everybody, If you are this big player, just keep it player with people. Yeah, we friends, hint, hint, and just leave it at that. But no, he has to take it to another level. He's also very childish. The way he talked about Keefe. Now, granted, Keefe was shysty, but I don't blame her. I would have invited Fantana to. So she was shysty for setting him up. But at the same time, he was like, oh, that's why I don't go after old ladies anyway. What? He reminds me of Pepe Le Pew. And it's all this lovey-dovey, woo-woo-woo stuff. He reminds me of Pepe Le Pew. Now, I still like Diamond. I think he is a sweet F-boy. But his stock is going down with me simply because of how he acted. He's acting with Fantana. He knows he has Fantana wrapped around his finger. And he's going to play that little fool for a fool until he gets tired of her. And that's just that on that. So let's get to the nitty gritty of this episode, which is Miss Annie. Yes, I do believe her husband is driving her crazy. But I think what we're seeing with Annie goes deeper than that. I think Annie is very stunted. I don't think Annie is a well-developed woman. And we see it in how she is acting and not taking accountability and always needing protection and not just owning up to her stuff, right? I think I read somewhere where she got with Tubaba when she was 14 and he was 24. I don't believe this woman was able to develop as a woman. She's still stuck at 14, if you ask me, especially how she's acting this season. So Annie had a hospital stay. She sent this manipulative text like, oh, life is short. Let's let bygones be bygones, when she knows she was lying. She was lying. It was all a manipulation tactic. Same with this whole harping on this voice note situation with Swanky. Annie knew damn well Swanky never said there was a voice note. This was all a distraction. I think she approached this season trying to repair her reputation when it came to Swanky, what Swanky said about her last season. But she failed miserably. And I think she put this voice note thing out there as a last ditch effort to try to salvage her reputation. Because when her and Swanky talked about it again, when Zari, set them up to talk, he told her, I never said there was a voice note. I told you I overheard the phone call. And Anna just let it go. She let it go. She knew that all along. But yeah, she just came in trying to manipulate. This freaking party, the way she used naked was insane. I'm so glad Nadia checked everybody. Well, checked naked and checked Annie. And I'm so glad Annie had her back because Annie really did see this party as an opportunity for people to gather around her and celebrate her again. You know what I mean? And again, that's very childlike to need this constant uplifting and protection. You can't protect yourself, Annie. You can't uplift yourself, Annie. Like, why do you need people to do this for you? She actually said it when I think it was Naked, Kaylee was there, somebody else was there, and they were talking about how, Naked lied and this is not going to go well. And you could hear Annie say, are you all here to protect me? Are y'all going to protect me or what? Like, what, girl? Like, did they agree to protect you? Who agreed to protect you? And that's why when Zari read her last episode and she said, and Delay is not here to protect you, that is exactly what his role was the previous seasons. And he latches on to people that she feels like is going to protect her from the consequences of the shit she be starting. Zari accepted her apology, but it was like Annie wouldn't freaking let it go. She was like, Zari's like, I'm over it. And she's like, no, tell me what I did. Tell me so I can take responsibility for it. And Zari's like, girl, I ain't got time for all of that. I accept your apology. Let's move on. So it's crazy to see when Nadia at the party was holding her accountable, telling her what she'd done. She didn't freaking want to hear it. She had this dismissive response to Nadia when Nadia basically poured her heart out. Like, you came for me in all these ways. I'm going through stuff too. Annie had no empathy, sympathy. She was cold as ice, which is why I go back to my original point that the way Annie act is not all about Tubaba. I think that woman is literally stunted. I think she's very stunted, and I think she's just nasty. And I think when we were liking her the previous seasons, I don't think that was the real Annie. I think she was faking then too. But I think she was just keeping that nastiness in check, but it was in her mind and in her heart the way she was feeling about these people. I don't think Annie never been a nice person. So yeah, I'm glad Nadia did not want any parts of it. I'm glad Nadia checked Naked for luring her to this shindig. I'm glad Naked realized what he'd done wrong, because he had no clue what he was walking into, but he did it anyway. You know what I mean? He lied to everybody. He put his neck on the line for Annie. And if I was him, I would be mad at Annie. But yeah, Annie was never going to apologize. She just wanted to try to gloss over and cover up what she'd done with the party, to distract folks. And just seeing her just cower like a child the whole time. But also, when everybody first got there, Naked was trying to own the party like it was his, right? He was like, thank you for coming. And you see Annie right next to him like, yeah, thank you for coming. Like, Annie, are you going to take responsibility? Is this, if this is your party, if you are claiming this is your party, then you should be prepared to take responsibility and apologize to these people. But she wasn't going to apologize. She was never going to apologize. And Annie knew it. Annie opened the floor for her to apologize, and she got mad at Annie. But Annie checked her, because she was like, and I think Annie was like, girl, we from the same place. We from the same village. I know how you move. I know you, and you're not about to do me like that. And she wasn't having it. I forget exactly what she said, but you saw Annie back down. Because they see each other. Kaylee, another lost woman. I honestly don't know what's going on. It's like, okay, I do know what's going on. This is what's going on with Kaylee and Naked. Kaylee does not verbalize exactly what it is she wants from Naked, because she know Naked does not want the same thing, right? So she'll gloss over the tad bit like, yeah, I told you, what she say? I came into this, you knew I wanted kids. You knew I wanted to do X, Y, Z, but she never said I wanted marriage. Kaylee, that's what you really want. Just say it, make it plain. But she don't want to, because she know that's not what Naked want. So I'm just like, why are you hanging around? Why are you playing this little game about moving out? Is this manipulation as well? Like, what are you doing, Kaylee? So she's going around telling everybody she's moving out, but she hadn't told Naked that she's moving out. Like Kanye said, this is just the nature of their relationship. This is just the drama of their relationship. So yeah, Kaylee is a lost cause to me, just like Fantana is a lost cause. They are forever fools. God bless them. And then this whole Shakib and Zari thing, I'm kind of over it. Like I said last video, Shakib, either you're going to believe this woman or not, you need to let it go. I did find it interesting that Shakib said that he checks Zari's phone routinely. That's a red flag. Like, that solidifies my opinion that he is very insecure. And that could be dangerous for Zari. I don't know, Zari girl. You need to keep one eye open because checking your phone, that's crazy. That is insane. I must say that Zari is much nicer this season. I like Zari this season. She may be, no, Nadia. I like Nadia much more than Zari. She's up there. She's in the top three for me as far as being, as far as faves. Zari is in the top three. Maybe marriage has made her a nicer person. Now I'm starting to second guess whether or not she's really, still in love with Diamond. That was my initial response to her marriage. Like, this is all a sham. She's still in love with Diamond. What game is she playing? But I think she really is over Diamond. I think she really is into Shakib. So Shakib needs to relax with this whole Diamond thing and just enjoy his wife, because if he don't, it's going to be a problem. Zara is not going to take it. It was nice to see the guys hang out, the 4 or 5 of them. You could tell that they are friends in real life. That's what I like about this show and them as people, the Africans as people. They have authentic relationships, I believe, in my opinion. They have authentic relationships outside of this reality TV. I think they keep it real all the time. For instance, there are no secrets within this group. They will tell your business. They will spill your tea in front of everybody. And they don't get offended by the fact that their tea is being spilled. Unlike other cultures, girl, if I tell you something in private, you keep it private. Ain't no privacy within the group. And they hold each other accountable. We saw that with Nadia and Fantana and Diamond. Swanky even, checked Diamond on, his little games with Fantana. Swanky even confronted Naked about his games with Kaylee. That was the first time I've seen that anybody, ask Naked what the heck's going on other than Kanye. I could be wrong, but that's the first time I've seen it. But yeah, I like this friend group. Initially, I said Lewis was out of his league with this group, in over his head. But I really think that he could learn a lot from this group. He is young, he's dealing with unique situations, but I really believe that he could benefit from this group. I think this group will grow him if they are, continue to be friends. So yeah, I just love this group. I love the dynamic. Of course, we enjoy the messiness of it all, but it seems to be very authentic. I must say the only inauthentic thing about this show was it the finale of season 2 when Andile and Diamond happened upon Zari's place at the same time, and Andile expressed his love for Zari. I thought that was fake. That was my first time thinking anything was inauthentic about this show. And that was the last time, honestly. Coming into season 3, I was thinking that this whole wedding thing was fake with Zari, but now I believe it's real. I believe she is in love with this man. I believe she is over Diamond. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. So yeah, I'm going to get episode 7 and 8 out today. And I will see you then. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for clicking. Peace.